Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Beaky from the Untitled Game Show YouTube channel. And this is the Elder Scrolls Central Guide to Endurance, the advantages, the disadvantages, and this all-around powerful deck. There's some crazy strong monsters and cards in this attribute. Let's jump right into what makes this attribute so special. And first of all, it's the ability to gain Magicka the fastest in the game. No other attribute has cards like his Speaker, which allows you to gain a Magicka while it's on the field, gains 1 extra. Then there's stuff like his Grove, which gives you 1 Magicka instantly, and after you gain 15 Magicka, it sacrifices itself into Swamp Leviathan, which is this powerful creature right here, which gives you 2 of these at 8 attack, 8 defense. It's going to probably win you the game. Now, moving on from there, there's guard creatures that also give you Magicka instantly as well, like Tree right here. You also get Magicka from attacking using cards like him, which has lethal, and every single time he destroys a creature, you gain extra Magicka, and if you give him an item that gives you more defense, he'll last on the field for a longer time, and you end up drawing a card. And if you want to play this deck with other decks combo together, you could even have cards that let you gain more Magicka the minute they're on the field, like his Mage right here. He gains 1 Magicka instantly, and he gains extra attack every single time you gain Magicka. Now, you obviously would need to play with an agility deck to get this working right here, but those 2 decks work very well together. Now, then there's him. This deck has a lot of guards, and this creature gives +2 defense to every single creature summoned. And as you will see, this is called endurance for a reason, because there are so many guards, and these guards will help you stay alive as long as possible. So we have the Iron Archanaut, which is a guard with the ability to regenerate its health, and it cannot be targeted to be killed. So stuff like Piercing Javelin can't kill this. The same thing goes for this big giant right here. Well, a guard. What's a dragon? Here's a giant guard right here, and here's some more guards over here. These have prophecy. This is prophecy. This is prophecy, and they're all guards. So comboing it with even stuff like him right here, and then having their defense be powered up because of him, will make very devastatingly strong defense until you get to the point which you could summon some of the stronger attacking type creatures like Night Lord, which has the ability to attack a creature and then steal that creature because it gets summoned back on your field, and you'll be gaining health all the same exact time. And another great attack creature is Blood Magic Lord, who is devastatingly powerful, guys. Every single time he destroys a creature, he gains you a blood magic spell, which is insanely strong. I am actually trying to get one of these cards right now. So many people use these against me, and I haven't had a chance to use them outside of the arena. But I've used them in arena, and they're so good. Such a good card, and I can't wait till I have enough soul gems to actually summon it myself. Now, moving on from there, then you have Night Shadow, which is a Drain Breakthrough card. Because this deck doesn't have enough way to get health back, you're going to want to have cards like this and Night Lord to gain some health. But if you're playing with agility does have a lot of ways to gain health. This card is really cool because this card gains you +1 attack and +1 defense for each monster destroyed. You're going to want to have one of these in your deck at least, because if you combo that with something like Necromancer Omelet, which I always have 2 of them, I'm going to get a 3rd of these soon, in your deck, every single time one of your creatures get destroyed, you're gaining health back. So if you're playing with low-cost monsters from this deck, which makes themselves very easy to get killed, but have lethal or create another version of each other, you're going to be gaining health while your creatures are dying. So imagine this creature gets killed, you're going to gain 1 health back, and it creates another version of that creature, and that pattern keeps going on. You keep getting a lot of creatures dying, and late game, by the time you get him on the field, he will have gotten pretty powered up from all those dead creatures, which is really cool to use. And on top of that, this deck has the ability to silence other creatures, which is really cool. This is not a unique ability to this deck because there is silence items in other decks as well, especially the red strength deck. But silence is very key if you're playing against something like an intelligence deck who has a lot of creatures that have a lot of abilities to get powered up over time by using actions, and being able to silence those creatures using this right here, suppress, is really essential. So a lot of different options here, guys. You can play very aggressive if you wanted to by playing with stuff like the lethal, playing this card right here. I usually have at least one of these because this gets powered up for every single creature your opponent has in the lane. So if your creature has 4 creatures in one lane, left or right, he could have up to 6 attack, which is really, really good. And if you're able to put out a really good defensive creature after that, then you'll be able to attack with 6 damage right away. You could summon this deck combo with orc type creatures and do really a lot of damage right there, because there's a lot of orc support cards in here, guys. And there's a lot of different ways to really win with this deck, because you could heal yourself. It's a really good all-around long-lasting deck. Only thing I do want to say, guys, I would never recommend playing an endurance deck by itself. It's one of those decks that really combos well with other decks like agility, willpower, or intelligence. Playing it by itself is not the best I've seen from people who have tried it. I've usually beaten them, and I usually get lost when I try to play it by itself. Not impossible, but it's not as good as something like intelligence or willpower if you want to play pure just endurance. But we'll come into comboing decks together and making class in later videos. So guys, that has been your attribute series right there. Those are all the attributes in the game except for neutral. We will be talking about neutral tomorrow on the channel. Is it viable to play a neutral deck by itself? Well, see you tomorrow to find out. Later, guys.